Hello and welcome back to part 2 in our look at the V Studio 20. In this section we will be looking at the Guitar Tracks software that also comes with the VS20. The first thing that you will notice is how nicely it fits in such a small window. It is designed as such to make it the perfect size for laptops and notebooks, meaning it is ultra portable. Those used to other DAWs will be familiar with the layout, but those new to digital audio workstations will experience a very minor learning curve. The first layout you are greeted with when you start a new project is almost an exact replica of the VS20, but with some added features, such as pan, reverb and echo, and EQ functions. We can also see an effects window where all our added effects to each track will be visible. You are also able to add effects here by right-clicking and selecting the desired effect you are after. Over on the right, we see more familiar settings found on the VS20 hardware, such as our input select buttons, patch select and bypass button. Just above this though, we can see some basic master effects. We have a high and low EQ setting and a limiter. These settings will affect the entire project and all tracks within it, so we can globally affect the sound of our mix before burning it to CD, etc., which we are able to do by clicking the desired buttons below. We can export our mix as an MP3, WAV, or in a Windows media format. We also have the option to burn straight to CD. You will notice that the VS20 seamlessly interacts with Guitar Tracks. Notice that when I make a change on the VS20 hardware, it is represented inside Guitar Tracks, a feature that I never get tired of seeing. At the bottom of this view, we can see our transport controls, also made identical to the VS hardware. Next, we have a window that shows us the current tempo, which we can change by left-clicking and inserting a new number. The time within our project, which we can also left-click on to change to either seconds, minutes and hours, or to show measure, beats and ticks, showing us the current time in musical form. Just to the left of this, we can see our universal mute, solo and record on-off buttons. To the right, we can see our metronome. Left-clicking on this will turn it on and off. Right-clicking will take you to the metronome settings where we can set a certain number of bars to count in before the recording starts. We also have loop on and off and punch record on and off switches here. Guitar Tracks houses three main areas to aid you in your recording: the console view that you can see now, the track view and the loop explorer view. Let's take a look now at the track view. This is an all too familiar sight for those of us used to DAW layouts. We have 32 audio tracks placed vertically on the left hand side. The middle window is where all our audio is recorded and arranged. The bottom half stays as it was in the previous console view with our transport controls. The top half is where we can select our editing tools used to manipulate the recorded audio. From left to right, we have a select tool used to select the different sections of audio, a free edit tool which allows you to freely select the audio within the boundaries set by the snap to grid. Next, we have the zoom tool, which you can use by dragging a frame around a selected area to zoom in on. The snap to grid setting, which can be turned on or off by left-clicking the button, or to set a desired amount by clicking the arrow to the right of the button. Next to that, we have our cut tool to slice our audio. This too is dictated by the snap to grid settings. And finally, we have our show hide video button. AVI, MPG, WMV and .mov are Guitar Tracks formats for imported video. Any supported VST plugins you may have installed would have automatically been checked. So for instance, if you have Cakewalk's Sonar installed, you will have all the benefits of its plugins inside Guitar Tracks. These effects can be applied to all 32 tracks by clicking the arrow next to each track name, opening up its parameters such as gain, volume, pan, input and output settings and the effects window. As you can see, it's a fully functional DAW, stripped down for easy and quick ideas, perfect for on the move and gigging bands wanting to lay down some riffs. But this is not a DAW to be taken lightly. If you are using this at home, it makes good the space on bigger screens for PC users, and when you start dropping down effects windows, it starts to take on an entirely new face, and one that can be taken very seriously as a contender for a lot of home purpose studio DAWs on the market today. Let's take a listen now at some of the 40 plus genuine boss effects you can expect from the VS20. In the next tutorial, we will be taking a look at the Loop Explorer view and showing you how easy it is to build up an idea into a great sounding product with guitar tracks and the VS20 hardware. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.